is a qualifying match for survival of the fittest. Flamita Rey Ores.
I just can't wait. Wow!
Stop playing. That's not funny, man.
Oh, they're all God! And how would the fans react to that? Inside, out! Oh, God! Oh!
I told you he had bad intentions. I told you when he threw him out the first time, he had bad intentions for him.
Whoa! Did you see the height on that?
That's got to do it right there. That's got to.
Wow! Whoa! 1, 2, 3. Whoa! That was almost 3. And whoa! Pendulum DDT.
Right in that moment that he took the catch his breath, may cause
he caught the body scissor.
Yep.
And that's the move he beat Dalton Castle with. Wow! Wristlock takeover from the middle rope, and it's Ores. Whoa!
Muscle buster.
Oh my! Oh! Wow! From the muscle buster into the gourd buster, super kick, rolls him up, gets him.
The winner of this match, advancing to the survival of the fittest final, Flamita.
The first of 6 athletes have punched their ticket to the survival of the fittest final.
Silas Young, Josh Woods.
And scissor side headlock. I love the snap. Look at the way he snaps. But Silas Young right there to counter it with a head scissor side headlock takeover into a head scissor again. And that's one way to get out. Wow!
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Silas what? Young. Better ask somebody. Go.
That's that wrist control. The wrist control we talked
Whoa!
about. Oh, wait a minute.
Now, I saw it.
Oh,
What a punch! Straight flush on the jaw.
Has been issued a warning for use of a closed fist.
and it's 1.
There you go.
And we are past the 15 minutes, so the time limit will not save.
He blocked him from grabbing the rope. He wants Silas to tap.
The bell will not save Young, but the ropes will. Wait a minute, 2.
Oh, he got away with it the last time, not this time.
A rope break on the outside. I don't know that we've seen
seen
that before.
Oh.
They will go up the ranks of the pure division. Woods,
God!
Oh!
That's it.
Extra pressure on the ankle.
That's it.
Extra pressure on
He
the
can't
ankle.
grab the rope. He's out of rope.
He's
It
out of
doesn't
rope
matter.
breaks.
It
He's out of
doesn't
rope
matter.
breaks.
It doesn't matter. That's it. I promise you, Riccaboni.
Silas is hanging on.
Yep.
And that's it. Josh Woods has submitted Silas Young.
The winner of this match by submission, Josh Woods.
Wow.
I'm Quinn McKay, and as you know, for the first time in nearly 18 months, we will be welcoming fans back to the arena for Best in the World on Sunday, July 11th. This huge summer event will be both live on pay-per-view for fans around the world and live in person for all fans that can make it to Baltimore, Maryland. And guess what? Tickets are on sale right now to everyone via Ticketmaster.com, and they're going fast. We know for sure that Violence Unlimited's Brody King will go one-on-one for the first time with the Foundation's Jay Lethal, and we'll announce another match for Best in the World a little later on, right here on Week by Week, so stick around. Also, a little later today, we're going to see the second Survival of the Fittest qualifying match between the Mecca, Bryan Johnson, and intense newcomer, Sledge. And if you don't stick around for that, that's on you. Now, we saw the first Survival of the Fittest qualifying match on the latest episode of ROH TV as demonic Flamita defeated former partner Rey Ores to advance. Let's go to Flamita immediately following the match. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor and advancing to the Survival of the Fittest 6-man elimination matches. Flamita, hi, great, nice to see you. You look wonderful. In order to qualify for this match, you had to defeat your former friend and tag team partner Rey Ores. How do you feel about that?
Esto fue muy fácil. Yo sabía que iba a ganar. Please, no more bandido, ¿ok?
Okay, never again.
Bandido, la próxima que te vea en un mismo ring, te darás cuenta de que yo golpeo más fuerte que tú.
Also in the latest edition of TV, the main event saw former friends and partners go at it in Pure Rules as the technical beast Josh Woods faced his mentor, the last real man, Silas Young. We all saw Silas heinously turn his back on his protege at the 19th anniversary. And in their first match on ROH TV, Silas used his many years of experience and also cheating to defeat Josh. This time, however, Josh was victorious. There was a backstage confrontation following the match between both men, though, so let's take a look at that. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and he doesn't have a lot of options, so I'm pretty sure Josh Woods is going to come out of this door. Josh, congratulations. That was a huge win. You defeated your mentor, but he really took you to the limit.
To the limit? Man, I submitted it, man. Like, I did what I said I was going to do. That was an easy win. Like,
I wouldn't say that it was like an easy
Wait. You know, Quinn McKay's right about something. I took you to the limit tonight. And to be quite honest with you, you barely got the job done. Let's be honest with you. Those rope breaks in that match, they were BS calls.
Bro, you can't barely submit someone. Either you tap them or you don't. I tapped you. Yeah. We're good now, though, right, man? Come on.
You tap me. Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. That's what you think. You think we're good now?
We settled it, man. We're like brothers. We settled it. 2 guys, 1 tag, man. We're back, right? We're back. Come on, man.
You know
Let's
what,
put all
Josh,
this behind us.
You know what? You're right, man. You know what? You're right. We started this all for a reason. 2 guys, 1 tag. I beat you 1 time. You beat me 1 time. You know what? I think that makes us equals, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, God!
You ever think you're my equal? Are you kidding me? You'll never be my equal. You want to try and embarrass me out there after everything that I've done for you? Best in the world. Last man standing. We'll find out who really the best is. Chump. Oh, God.
Both men are 1-1, and the story is clearly far from over. At Best in the World on Sunday, July 11th, live on pay-per-view, we'll see Silas Young and Josh Woods go at it one more time. And this time, it's a last man standing match. Best in the World tickets are on sale now if you can make it to Baltimore, and if not, see it live from home on pay-per-view, as this will be one that you do not want to miss. The Survival of the Fittest 2021 to see who will get a future shot at the ROH World Championship continues this weekend on ROH TV as we see the Mile High Magnum Dak Draper face Infinite Eli Isom in a Survival of the Fittest qualifier. The last time these 2 men squared off, they went to a 15-minute time limit draw. This weekend, they'll have their rematch and the stakes have been raised. Let's take a look now.
Survival of the Fittest. It's one of the most prestigious events in Ring of Honor history. The winner gets a guaranteed Ring of Honor World Championship match. And it's gonna be even sweeter when I qualify for this event when I beat Dak Draper. Now Dak, the last time we wrestled, we took each other to the limit. And I truly believe if I had 5 more minutes like I requested, that I would have beat you. For some reason, Dalton Castle thought it would be entertaining to get involved. I'm not gonna spend too much time on Dalton because, as I said before, this is for an opportunity at the Ring of Honor World Championship. And that's an opportunity that I've longed for. So Dak, you're gonna have to bring everything you brought last time and then some, if you think you're gonna beat Eli Isom. Those are not empty words. No, that's a promise.
Survival of the Fittest, where a pool of 12 men gets dwindled down to a 6-man melee, with the winner getting a Ring of Honor World Championship shot. Dak Draper's the tallest, Dak Draper's the tannest and the most handsome, and Dak Draper's the fittest. Which is why, obviously, Dak Draper's the perfect pick to win Survival of the Fittest, because if you think about a World Championship shot, look at me. The only thing missing is a world title. But I'd be a fool to overlook my first-round opponent, Eli Isom. I'm not gonna lie. In our first match, that's what I did. I never expected Eli Isom to take me to a 15-minute time limit draw. And what happened afterwards with Dalton Castle, well, that's not a surprise. I have that effect on people. I'm magnetic. People want to come out and be near me. But Eli and I, from the first moment that I saw Eli, I knew that our careers were going to be intertwined. I knew that we would intersect, that we'd cross paths time and time again. I expect to be sitting here for the next decade talking about bigger and bigger matches versus Eli Isom. Every time Eli and I meet, we elevate ourselves. Every collision pushes us higher and higher and higher. But there's nobody that can outfly the Mile High Magnum. Which is why after Survival of the Fittest, I'll get my shot and then become the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Also on the upcoming episode of ROH TV, we'll see the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line as Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and the professional Rhett Titus of the Foundation defend against former champions Dragon Lee and Kenny King of La Facción Ingobernable. The Foundation are coming off of a huge defense against the OGK where they were victorious, and since that win, it has been made official that every tag title defense going forward will be contested under pure tag team rules. Kenny King and Dragon Lee originally won the ROH Tag Team Championships from Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham under pure rules. And remember, Kenny and Dragon Lee never lost the titles as a team. Because of an injury, Dragon Lee was forced off of the 19th anniversary card, and as a result, his father and fellow La Facción Ingobernable member Bestia del Ring stepped in his place and defended the championships with Kenny King on behalf of Dragon Lee. Rhett and Tracy won the titles that night, and Kenny and Dragon Lee get their rematch in this weekend's main event. Dragon Lee also has a Ring of Honor World Television title shot coming up, and you're hearing it here first. In 2 weeks on ROH TV, it will be a triple threat match as Violence Unlimited's Tony Deppen defends against former champions Hot Sauce Tracy Williams of the Foundation and Dragon Lee of La Facción Ingobernable. Another man with gold in his sights is the savage weight Fred Yehi. Yehi has been on an absolute roll in the pure division, and last week got one more win against the world famous CB. Let's hear from Fred after that match. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and as you just witnessed, another incredible win by Fred Yehi. Now, I know you had a bit of a setback against Dak Draper, but you're back on a winning streak, and that has to feel incredible.
Hello, thank you. I want to borrow this for a second. Oh, sorry, I'm covering the logo. That's not okay. Quinny, my name is Rocco. It's ROCCO. Very nice to meet you. And I'm interested in talking to Mr. Yehi over here. Or is it Yehi?
It's Yehi.
Yehi? Can I call you Freddie?
Don't.
It'll make life a lot easier on me.
Don't let him call you Freddie.
You're no fun. It's okay. I can make you fun. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your world-famous win. And I can see great things in your future, but even greater if I am in your corner, Mr. Yehi.
Yehi.
Yehi?
Yehi.
All I'm saying is right now you're about Yehi, but you could be Yehi with the ROCCO in your corner. So here's my card. I want to give this to you. It's laminated for your protection. And just give it some thoughts. If you know... It says I paid money for that. Those are like 5 cents a thing. It's just...
I don't think he appreciated your pitch.
Okay, well, maybe next time. Thank you, Quinny.
Yeah. Do you want your card?
Oh, you keep it.
It's safe to say that Jonathan Gresham's next challenger has been established, and you can expect an announcement very soon regarding that match. Recently on ROH TV, we saw the mercenary Flip Gordon call out the ROH World Champion, but instead, EC3 came out and told Flip that he had been warned. The tension started after EC3 and Flip teamed with each other, and Flip illegally used a chain without EC3's knowledge, and I was the one that had to break the news to EC3, so that was scary and not at all fun. There is definitely something brewing there, and I'm sure we'll see what happens. But for now, let's go to EC3 regarding his future goals.
Control, freedom, purpose. 3 essential pillars I built my narrative upon. 3 essential reasons I'm in Ring of Honor. Take back control. Fight for freedom to think, act, speak, and feel. Find purpose. Purpose is honor real? How can honor be real in this industry that has long since degraded itself? Overrun by corporate wrestling structures and the 3-letter brands. Overtaken by professional athletes posed against professional influencers, trading passion and pride for pseudo-fame and endorphin rushes from social media. infected by a fan base who live in this conformist, toxic groupthink bubble. How can honor be real if it has gotten so bad? Jay Briscoe, a legacy, a foundation, the namesake of Ring of Honor. It's why it had to be you, Jay. It had to be you. Honor is shown through one simple gesture, a handshake. And Jay Briscoe, you would not shake my hand, and why should you? I lived inside your head. I physically decimated you, and I would not even look you in the eyes, and that was for a reason. Because I needed you. I needed you at your absolute best. And at the 19th anniversary, Jay, I had you at your absolute best. I gave you everything I had, and you gave me everything you had in return. And we did battle. We had trial by combat. And the end result? You shook my hand. You shook my hand because I earned your respect. I earned your respect because though we had a grudge match, I fought you in an honorable way. I fought you because honor is real. You showed me that, Jay, and you did something very important for me. You freed me. You freed me from the shackles of my past. You freed me from the stain that has been left on me for over a year. You freed me from a past life I no longer live. You freed me to be the man I am supposed to be, the man I am here today in Ring of Honor. A free EC3. And a free EC3 is dangerous. A free EC3 is the most conditioned athlete in this industry. A free EC3 has a new purpose. To be the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. You proved to me honor is real, Jay. You proved to me Ring of Honor is real. You proved to me that this flag is not only worth flying, but this flag is worth marching to the top of the mountain. And to be on the top of the mountain, you have to become the champion. Thank you, Jay. And thank you, Ring of Honor. You reinvigorated something that has long since been missing in my life. Passion. This is not a threat. This is a declaration of intent. This is a decrying of a very new purpose. Ring of Honor roster, this industry. You have been warned.
On the latest Women's Division Wednesday, we saw two women making their ROH debuts as Alex Gracia went one-on-one with the babe with the power, Willow. Willow was victorious, and both athletes were extremely impressive. Each week, the women continue to impress me and everyone else, and this match was no exception. Not only was it like a violent pastel confectionery explosion, but it was also really, really good wrestling. So, basically everything that I'm looking for in a match. Afterwards, Board of Directors member Maria Kanellis-Bennett gave out another ticket to gold. Let's see who it was.
It is Women's Division Wednesday here at Ring of Honor. Brian Zane joined by Willow, who just had a big singles win against Alex Gracia. How do you feel?
I mean, after a win, most people feel pretty good. So I would go with that. I feel pretty good. You saw the pretty before. I think I just proved the gritty, pretty but gritty. I'm feeling really excited. I hope I did women's wrestling right. I hope I doing a good representation of the women's division.
Well, I'd say you are. Now, I hear they're giving out tickets to gold for the quest for gold, and I know it's your first win here, but do you think this improves your chances of getting one of those?
I hope. I mean, I would have to think that would put me somewhere in the running. Oh my God.
So we haven't officially met. My name's Maria Kanellis-Bennett.
Hi! Oh my God! Hello!
And I know we've emailed back and forth, but I'm on the board of directors, and we've kind of made a bit of a decision. We're giving you a ticket to gold. You're gonna be in the tournament.
Wow! What do you think of that, Willow?
I feel like the chills, like the all body, like, oh wow, I'm just really warm because I wrestled, and now everything's cooling down and like, oh wow, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited is basically what I'm trying to say is this is cool.
Well, can I hug you? Is that
Yeah, I love cool. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a little sweaty, but I appreciate it. Oh
That's okay. That's okay.
Wow, well, check that out. Thank you very much, Maria. Willow, she's on her way to the quest for gold. Wild things happening on Women's Division Wednesday.
We'll see another wrestler given the ticket to gold tomorrow after our new Women's Division Wednesday match premieres, which will be a big tag team match with Miranda Alizé and Sumi Sakai facing Trish Adora and Maserati. Remember, that's on our official YouTube page and starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also be sure to join us tomorrow on Twitter for the hashtag ROHWD Watch Party. Be sure to check that out and check out all of the fresh content on all of the ROH platforms. The latest ROH Strong podcast features guests Danhausen and comedian actor Matt McCarthy. Danhausen talks about being in Survival of the Fittest, teaming with PCO, appearing on Conan O'Brien's podcast, and his social media interactions with The Rock, CM Punk, and Kenta. And McCarthy discusses his love of pro wrestling and ROH fandom, his time on the WWE creative team, co-hosting the We Watch Wrestling podcast, and the famous commercials that he's appeared in. Plus, much more. Maybe one of these days we'll also book Vince Averill and Georgia Hartstark will peripherally know that I exist. A girl can dream. Hashtag SSDGM. Speaking of, the ROH Strong podcast host Kevin Eck breaks news all the time in his weekly X-Files article on ROHWrestling.com. Other articles include, but are not limited to, A Dose of Colemanism by Caprice Coleman, and much, much more. Also, there's the best on the planet 24/7 streaming channel on the Stir and Plex apps, plus shophonor.com, and much more. Also, share your thoughts and opinions about all things ROH in our Facebook group and hashtag Choose Your Honor. Next week, right here on Week by Week, we'll see another Survival of the Fittest qualifier as Chris Dickinson faces O'Shea Edwards. Before we get to our exclusive match today, let's take a closer look at the match for next week.
So what else you want from me, man? What else is going to take? I took one of the dojo's chosen, man. I took Sledge to the limit twice. And on the third time, I put his ass through 2 tables just to prove a point that I belong here. And all that money you should be paying me, and you ain't? Yeah, I'm coming for that too. But we can talk about that later. Right now, we about Survival of the Fittest. We about Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Daddy, the Game Changer. Man, you an independent superstar. Who the hell you telling that you overlooked? You rubbing shoulders overseas. You rubbing shoulders over the country with world champions. And you overlooked? Everybody knows who Chris Dickinson is, but don't nobody know O'Shea Edwards. But it's all right though, man. They're gonna know. Because behind this camera right now, there's a bunch of suits. And they don't want to tell you, but they sweating. In a whole nother continent right now, there's more suits, and they watching too. And they sweating. And Chris, I know you watching, and you run all your boys right now, and you sweating too, because the pressure's on. You gotta produce. You gotta win. Because if not, they all lose. And they ain't trying to be proven wrong. So you gotta do it. With me, man, just imagine though. Just imagine what happens when O'Shea Edwards beats the Dirty Daddy and he embarrasses his ass. Not just in front of one company, but 2.
Survival of the Fittest. I think I've already earned that title at this point. I think I am the fittest. I think I've survived more often than not adversity tenfold. It never ends. And I just keep on kicking out. So, everybody else on the playing field here, ask yourself this question. Are you prepared to face the type of adversity you're gonna face when you get in the ring with me? Yeah, sure, O'Shea Edwards has a size advantage, but I'm just gonna say it. Sorry it has to be you, but it has to be somebody. You just happen to be the first. So all of this leads to a shot at the Ring of Honor world title. You know, I can't think of a better way to just stick it up everybody's ass. Even more since I've walked into this company, since Violence Unlimited has just run the gauntlet on everybody that we've come across. I can't think of a better way to put an exclamation point on this whole thing than holding the Ring of Honor World Championship above my head. I want everybody in this tournament to understand that is an extremely realistic factor. And when you step into the ring with me, there is no way There is no chance you are not getting 110%. So I will say it again. It doesn't matter if it's O'Shea Edwards. It doesn't matter who it is. I apologize in advance. I'm sorry it has to be you, but it has to be somebody. But the fact is, you know who I am. I am the Dirty Daddy, Chris Dickinson.
Remember, the 2021 Survival of the Fittest field consists of wrestlers selected by the ROH Board of Directors who have never held the ROH World Championship and are not currently in the world title rankings. When it's all said and done, one man's career will skyrocket. Could it be the Mecca, Bryan Johnson, or possibly Sledge? Let's find out right now. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Survival of the Fittest, one of the most prestigious tournaments in Ring of Honor history. And I pull the MECCA, the Mecha Locomotive, the equal opportunity ass whooper he calls himself, Bryan Johnson. A man who believed that Ring of Honor owes him something. Reality check, Bryan. Ring of Honor doesn't owe you anything. A man who takes shortcuts in the ring and takes everything for granted. But one thing stuck with me, Bryan. After all the crap that you spew, you disrespected your father. For a man who lost his father at 12, a guy that would kill to have one more second with his father. And I want you to take that camera and I want you to put it right here in my eyes. Right here. And Bryan, you better stare right here and look at me. Because I'm not just gonna kick your ass just because. I'm gonna kick your ass for your father. And after I'm done with you, you're gonna tuck that tail between your legs and you're gonna crawl and beg for his forgiveness.
The very name of this tournament is Survival of the Fittest. So if you're gonna talk about a survivor, you better be talking about my opponent, Sledge. He's been open about his battles with demons and how he's overcame them, his battles with addiction and how he's overcame them to become the man he is today. He's a role model outside the ring. From what I understand, he's one of the hardest hitters as he morphs into the metalhead maniac inside the ring. But let me be clear, I'm not saying this because I respect Sledge. No. I think he is a complete jackass. But he knows exactly what it's like to go to bed at night, wondering when you're going to get your next fix. He knows what it's like to have that feeling in the pit of your stomach, where you would double-cross anybody just to scratch that itch. So do I. Because my name is the Mecca Bryan Johnson, and I am addicted to professional wrestling. So I have spent my entire life doing every single thing that I could so that I can go down as one of the all-time greats. And you do that by making moments, by making history, by winning championships. And that's exactly what I'm going to do at Survival of the Fittest as I run through the metalhead meatball and I etch my legacy here at Ring of Honor. So I don't care what you've overcame in your life, you're not overcoming the Mecca Sledge. I will take my place atop of Ring of Honor and the entire world will know that it's Mecca versus everybody.
Welcome everyone to Ring of Honor Week by Week. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, a very special Week by Week, our second qualifier in the 2021 Survival of the Fittest.
Hold on just 1 second.
That was rude.
Unless you've been living under a rock during this pandemic, it is clear to see that Bryan Johnson is the fastest rising star in all of professional wrestling. So no longer am I going to sit here and walk out to some stupid theme song like every other jackass on this roster. No longer am I going to walk out here and have these bozos, Caprice and Ian, commentate me. From here on out, when I walk through that curtain, when I walk in that ring, when I walk in the back, you will hear my voice. And you will find out that this Mecade of excellence for Bryan Johnson is going all the way to the top of the Survival of the Fittest.
Well, you can't argue with
So that metalhead meatball Sledge, he can get bent. And Bobby, maybe you can take a lesson from me, because standing in the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the greatest damn city on the planet, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Mecca, Bryan Johnson.
You can talk now if you want to.
I was going to say something nice about him. Cuts me off. Bryan Johnson, one of the fastest rising stars in Ring of Honor in 2021. His record speaks for itself. He's won on pay-per-view, on television, but he's facing one of the most anticipated stars here in Ring of Honor. Quite an opportunity for both men.
This is a week-by-week exclusive match. It is a survival of the fittest qualifying match for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing the opponent, wrestling out of St. Louis, Obispo, California, weighing 259 pounds, Sledge!
Sledge coming in. He was voted the best Future of Honor star in 2020 by the fans of ROHWrestling.com. Very exciting to see both of these men compete. 11 of the 12 competitors in the field have never competed in Survival of the Fittest before. On television this past week, we saw Flamita is in. He's the first of the 6 finalists to punch his ticket. And we will see one man punch their ticket here today in Baltimore. Oh God! Bryan Johnson went right for that knee. And he has Sledge. He has Sledge up. Spike Eskin.
This could be it already. Are you kidding me?
Count up!
Well, the bell hasn't rung.
The bell has not rung. And good for Todd Sinclair.
Yeah, but bad for Sledge. Look at him. He's still holding his knee.
A cheap shot by Johnson. But this is the kind of guy he is. He's willing to take those shortcuts. And you know what? It's led to some success here, although I got to feel bad for Sledge right now.
But here's the thing, Rick Abani, when you're in a wrestling ring, you never turn your back on an opponent, especially an opponent like Bryan Johnson. I ain't mad at him.
Bryan Johnson looking to climb the ladder. The bell rings, and Johnson stays on top of him like Dave Schultz against the Boston Bruins.
Yeah,
and
but Sledge has got a bad wheel.
Oh! Big boot caught. There, Sledge with an enziguri. And oh, he's hobbling already. He can barely stand straight. He clipped him.
That's what I'm talking about, Rick Abani. Bryan Johnson knew exactly what he was doing. Wow!
That's that upper body strike to Sledge, that press, that military style press up and over. And Sledge is in a bad way, and we can't talk about the stakes any higher. The winner of this match gets a guaranteed top 3 ranking. If you're in the top 3, you can challenge. Excuse me. The winner of Survival of the Fittest gets a guaranteed top 3 ranking.
He kicked his legs out from under him on his way down. His face hit Johnson's knee.
And look at Johnson standing on top of Sledge, catches him. Sledge sending Johnson into the barricade.
This is how strong Sledge is. Imagine if he had both of his wheels working right. He's still insanely strong.
Sledge, who's used to battling the voices in his mind, trying to overcome addiction. Bryan Johnson said that his addiction was professional wrestling, trying to climb that ladder. And a golden opportunity for both men here.
So Bryan Johnson's sternum just hit the corner of that apron.
He's in a bad way right now. Yeah. Both men debilitated in the early stages of this match. Wow!
I was really looking forward to this match because I hadn't seen Sledge in a long time outside of O'Shea. So I wanted to see what he was going to be able to do against somebody like Johnson, but Johnson with the perfect game plan. Oh my God!
Heel toss sends Johnson onto that hard, unforgiving surface of the UMBC arena. Above the right eye, Sledge busted open.
So got a busted eye and a busted knee.
Not gonna stop Sledge, but that might, the big boot. High cross body.
Wow.
Sledge is so strong.
That's what I'm saying, to be able to do this stuff still with your leg.
Oh!
13.
It's almost like the blood is, that's what I'm saying, it's almost like the blood woke him up.
Paid for that.
Oh!
Sternum again.
Working across the breastplate right now is Sledge.
When you do that, it knocks the breath out of you, makes you struggle for each breath, and you feel it all down your ribs.
And this is a great area to focus on for Sledge because those power moves, they focus across that chest.
Absolutely. The impact moves, the high impact moves.
Oh! Maybe telegraphed that one a little bit. Johnson able to get out of the way. It's Johnson diving in, and this time connects and gets Sledge off his feet for the first time since the opening moments of the bout.
Bryan Johnson is also exposing some inexperience on Sledge. Sledge is doing what he knows how to do, so he doesn't know how to avoid his legs, and Bryan is focusing in on that.
Bryan Johnson has been working and grinding for over a decade to get where he's at in Ring of Honor. And he's here because he's earned it and he's deserved it. And those are those mental veteran moves that you will see from Johnson that will help him change the course of a match.
I may not like this guy's personality, but good God almighty, he's a great wrestler.
It's the way he thinks about wrestling. You can't argue with it. Oh, and loading it up is Johnson, but a big back elbow catches Johnson, and it's Sledge. And just collapsing down. Corner to corner.
The bad thing about Sledge doing this, even though he's capable of doing it now, these are the type of injuries that if you don't pay attention to, they continue to get worse during the match. You can ignore it if you want to, but it's going to catch up with you.
He's going to want to look for something that's high impact that will put Johnson away. We know Johnson has a lot of heart, one of the most finely conditioned athletes in Ring of Honor. But Sledge, trapping that ankle.
Johnson put the carpet out from under him.
Quite literally, and going right to the knee.
Knock it off.
And Johnson, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Using that brain power and trapping the knee.
1, 2, 3.
And Sledge able to slip out of it a little bit, but Johnson holds on and grapevines it. Immense pain to the knee.
This is textbook 101, Riccaboni. How do you beat a big man? You make him the same height as you. On the ground, you're all the same height.
And Johnson going up higher. Big clothesline. Loading up the mecha locomotive. Will we see it here? Man!
He's taking him off his feet with that.
Hooks the leg. 2 and just a 2 count there. The mecha locomotive across the chest of Sledge. And if you're Bryan Johnson, you gotta like where you're at right now.
Absolutely, and the only reason why he's able to take him off his feet is because one of his legs are bad. He would have been able to stand up to at least one of those clotheslines, but Bryan Johnson using those clotheslines almost to ask himself, is it hurt enough for me to do what I want to do? And the answer is yes!
Oh!
It's definitely yes now.
Single leg DDT. And the pressure and the impact, it's got to radiate from the foot to the ankle to the knee. And he's going right back to it.
There's a song about that.
Well, sure is. A Sledge driving Johnson to the outside. And it's Johnson back up to his feet. Again, trying to get up and stay on Sledge, which is what he has to do against a guy the caliber of Sledge.
Sledge can barely get to his feet. He's doing what he has to do. It's a perfect game plan, executed well by Johnson.
Outside and charging in this time. Sledge plants him, spine buster.
He's going to have to follow up with that, man. He's going to have to try to cover and end it. Hit him with another impact move if he wants to win this thing.
Sledge with an opportunity here. Still hobbling. But he's been able to at least put a pause on the offense of Bryan Johnson.
Look at that one leg hobble. He's skipping to him.
The blood flow back with the knee, the meniscus. Collapsing Johnson here.
Here's the thing now. Not only is his leg hurt, but conditioning is coming into play. He's having to fight for his breath as well.
This is what I like about Johnson, though. The conditioning, he is right back up to one knee every time. He's putting himself in a smart defensive position. He's not leaving himself defenseless, at the very least.
One of the main things that Sledge has working for him is his ability to fight the demons that he's beaten. So he's using this in a physical aspect to beat his physical injuries.
But instead of the demons, it's Johnson who's inside the mind of Sledge now. That knee very affected at this point. Catches Johnson.
Wow, he ripped him off his feet.
Whoa! Oh!
I promise you, Riccaboni, this would have been a totally different match.
Oh, God!
See, with him not being able to cover, you have to believe that was it.
The Ushigoroshi onto that knee. That's 200 pounds coming down across the knee. And that might be a rookie mistake from Sledge.
That's what I was talking about. He hasn't got to the point where he can change his game plan. Where he could change his game plan because of that. He's only doing what he knows how to do, and it's costing him now.
You know, sometimes we wonder if it's worth it to take that one last shot if you think you're in that desperate of a mindset. I don't know that Sledge was there yet. And 200 pounds of Bryan Johnson coming onto that knee. Yeah, it may have affected Johnson, but I think it may have affected Sledge even more.
I'm going to be honest with you, Riccaboni. Everything after that shot to his knee at the beginning is a risk from Sledge. Everything.
And Johnson focusing in on that knee. It is Johnson who remains in a sturdy, offensive-minded position. Those shoulders square to Sledge at all times. That's how you can tell he's in control.
He's hitting them straight on.
Whoa.
Wow, did he just
has him up. Oh,
that's it.
Blue Thunder Bomb. 2, and no, that's a 2 count. And that's the kind of move that Sledge needs to hit. Those quick, high impact, driving Johnson into the mat kind of moves.
Come on.
And I stand corrected. That knee to the back of the head of Johnson. If Sledge can power through this, he's hit that. He's hit the Blue Thunder.
This is the problem, though. He's not able to capitalize because he's still trying to recover. He can't even pin Johnson the way he needs to after these type of moves because of the leg injury.
This is the first time in the match those shoulders aren't square to Sledge. This is the first time in the match that he wasn't the first back up to one knee at least. Sledge back in the offensive driver's seat.
Sledge has won so many matches with that bomb.
You stupid addict.
Oh, wow.
You can't kill a mecha. This is my time. My time, you think.
He's trying to head games.
Back up to his feet, the forearms.
Johnson's out.
Yeah, Johnson's
out. Johnson is out. It's on the referee to stop it. But I'm telling you, his knees collapsed. Johnson is out.
You're done, idiot.
Here comes Sledge. Oh, God.
He's out on his feet.
Nailed him. God. Sledge.
That was perfect.
Johnson takes out the knee of Sledge on the way down.
He unintentionally did it. Johnson is out. He's out on his feet. He's out cold. He's out on his face now. He doesn't even realize he did this. I guarantee you he doesn't.
And coming to is Johnson.
Oh, my God. He's got a pot of gold waiting on him if he ever sees this.
And that knee might be gone at this point.
That's what I'm saying. If Johnson recognizes this, I guarantee you his lights out. Yep.
Rolls him up, stacks him. 2. Bryan Johnson goes to the finals.
I'm going to say this, man. It's one of the smartest men in the building right there.
The winner of this match advancing to the survival of the fittest final, Bryan Johnson.
Giant Snotson.
Oh, geez. Bryan Johnson, your winner. Executing the game plan. There you see it. 6 men will go to the finals of survival of the fittest. Flamita and Bryan Johnson have punched their tickets. I'm not so sure he even knows he won at this point, Caprice.
Hey, that's just not what Sledge had in mind.
Bryan Johnson advancing to the finals. Ring of Honor fans, next week on Ring of Honor television, we will see Eli Isom versus Dak Draper. Wait a minute.
He's talking to you.
He can beat addiction, but he can't beat the mecha.
But you better turn around. You might want to turn around.
Yeah, behind you, buddy.
PJ Black is back. PJ Black is back in Ring of Honor. And Johnson's been so good without him.
I was going to say, is this good or bad? Johnson's been very successful. I don't know. It's a good. I like PJ Black.
I do too.
Back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Black.
63 countries, 2 decades of experience. You can't go wrong with a guy like that in your corner. Johnson has been successful. Oh, that's not how I would have done it. Fans, thanks so much for joining us on Week by Week. PJ Black is back. Johnson advances for Caprice, Quinn, I'm Ian Riccaboni. Happy wrestling, everybody.
Hello, friends. Rocco, it's ROCCO, and today I'm here to impress upon you a very important idea. 2 heads are better than 1. Now I know what you're thinking. Maybe Rocco isn't the second head I want, but oh my goodness, it's the second head you need. The intellect and knowledge that I can assist you with is almost invaluable, and to refuse this notion would be like taking a fish out of water, or a square peg into a round hole, or the Mexa Squad in a Pure Rules match where every rope is broken and I think one of them gets terminated. I gotta double check with Tracy on that last one. He does such a nice job of explaining the rules. But if you have any further doubts that this still isn't... You doing this now? Billy? We gotta print something now? Let's... No. If you have any further doubts that this isn't true, I leave you with one thought. Every historical achievement has been built on the blood of the intellectually inferior. And with Rocco in your corner, we could soak the ground for years to come.